Okay, so a couple different things that you can do with recall. The one recall practice that I like to do is have two people at opposite ends of a yard or wherever you're trying to practice at, and they both have treats. So sit down on the dog's level. Because if I'm sitting on the ground and I'm holding treats, I'm a really big distraction when somebody else across the yard is calling my dog to come. So this is a really good way to test the dog with exciting distractions. Me sitting there with a handful of treats kind of replicates that dog or whatever she sees that she's bolting off with. You want to make sure you go back and forth with calling the dog. So someone's over there and I'm going to say, Grizzly, come. You only want to say the command once and make sure you follow through with it. So the other person should be completely ignoring the dog. Once the dog finally comes, reward her for this. So this is something I can't stress enough, that no matter how long it takes the dog to respond, reward and praise her for this. I've heard other trainers, I think, say if like they hit that 30-second mark or something like that, there should be no reward. But in the beginning of recall training, you want to get that immediate response, and to be able to get there, you have to be rewarding the dog every single time, no matter how long it takes. Because when you do this, if it takes the dog 30 seconds to come to you and she knows, okay, come means a treat, she's associating that, getting it ingrained in her mind. The next time you call her to come, it's gonna take her 20 seconds, then 10 seconds, then 5 seconds, then it's gonna be instant. So it's going to keep decreasing. And that's another point, is that until you have that instant recall with the treats, you shouldn't wean off of the treats yet. You want your dog to think like come every single time means a treat. So there's nothing wrong with that in the beginning stage of like recall training, using that treat every single time. You'll go back and forth calling the dog, and you'll notice that the dog will respond a lot faster and faster. And then you can also use other distractions. You know, if your dog really loves the ball or the toy or something, have one person holding that while the other person over there is calling the dog to come. And it just kind of shows the dog that no matter what you're fixated on right here, you have to listen to that instant recall command.